Hello and welcome to our little corner of the internet where we talk about fountain pens, inks, journals, and journaling, and just about anything and everything that's going to keep you inspired, intrigued, curious, questioning, striving, most of all inspired. So welcome once again to the Hemingway Jones live fountain pen show. Absolutely delighted to be back on a Tuesday evening after skipping last week, but going live on Thursday from the Atlas Stationers Sidewalk Sale event, which was nothing short of extraordinary and basically the main focus of tonight's show. So that should be a lot of fun and really interesting. I'm going to tell you some behind the scenes stuff and what it was like, and kind of a basic outline of the week and how interesting it was. And you know those like kind of obnoxious haul videos that people do, you know, those really vulgar, like, here's all the stuff I got when I went to an event like a pen show. Yeah, we're gonna do that tonight too, so that should be a lot of fun as well. And then I think one of the most exciting things, at least for me, is the ongoing saga of the Mont Blanc pen, the Wes Anderson fountain pen that came and went and was returned to Mont Blanc reluctantly on their part. I told the story on the live from Atlas Stationers, so if you want to catch more detail on me returning a fountain pen to Mont Blanc, I will say this, don't regret it even a little bit. And I have never in my life seen such universal condemnation for a fountain pen. Usually, whenever you say something sort of polarizing about any pen, really, it's 50-50. That's normally how these things go. But I would say this one was more like 99% urging me to get rid of that fountain pen and 1% that liked it. So that was shocking to me. But that's how it is. I want to recognize the absolutely lovely supporting Laura Notek. I missed the live stream, but watching the replay was so much fun. Thank you, Laura, for $5. I appreciate it. Helps to keep the lights on. The lights are burning brightly tonight, thanks to Laura. Thank you. And that's why I keep the replays up, everyone, so that you can catch them. If you happen to miss it at showtime, you can catch it at your leisure, and they stay up, which is a lot of fun. We have someone else here to recognize, the Incredible Light Universe, with a $9.99 super chat. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That support means so much to me. It's keeping the lights burning brightly tonight. Thank you. And yet another person to recognize. Thank you all for the super chats. Thank you all for watching. The one thing I do ask is if you watch or listen to my podcast here on YouTube each week, please subscribe. I would love to have you on this journey with us because we go to some amazing places. The pen takes us everywhere. David, my friend person's lovely chap with a $5 super chat, thank you. He says, hey, HJ, I sold some pens and got a couple. And Mont Blanc Ultra Black 145, well done. And a new Mont Blanc Olympic Heritage Chamois 1924 Solitaire, which I don't know, but that's a mouthful. Sounds fantastic, David. Well done. An interesting weekend. He did all that in a weekend. Thank you. Well done, my friend. Thank you for the super chat. So much appreciated. So we have a lot to do tonight, and it's a lot of show and tell, and I think you guys like that. I think I'll get to the story of which pen I swapped out in a few minutes because I'm super excited to reveal that. And I will be doing I will be doing videos on all the pens that you see this evening. Now, I do want to mention a pen that I've been using that sort of came out of the archives. Before I do that, I want to say that this Thursday there will be a new video up. And it is, I think you'll love this, part of my handwriting series. This one, writing literally like Ernest Hemingway. So you get a bit of Ernest Hemingway, his story, you get a bit about his writing, his books, all that, and we're going to write literally like Ernest Hemingway this Thursday at noon. So bring a pen, bring some lovely paper, and practice along with your buddy Hemingway Jones for another handwriting exercise, emulating and copying the handwriting for inspiration, no other reason, of Ernest Hemingway, from whom I adapted my channel's signature. And Tom, my friend, Tom Cooch, $10. Thank you. Thank you. The channel is burning brightly thanks to people like Tom. Thank you, Tom, for the generous support. All right, so I do want to show this to you. I always like to show a pen that I'm using. This came out of the archives. And it's a lot of fun, this pen. This is the Conway Stewart. Churchill. This is a lot of pen. Certainly title-wise. Honey Noir. Lever film. It's a lot, but it's a lot of pen. Yovo Nib, hand-tuned by John Sarakow. Beautiful resin in the Honey Noir pattern. Gold accoutrement around. Incredible Art Deco styling. Cool clip. Rings at the top. Flat top. It's a very cool pen. The kind of pen that an executive might have had in the 1930s. So very beautiful. Now, why is this out? Well, you can conjecture. You can conjecture that if the Churchill's out, I'm probably doing something on Churchill. So there you go. So that's pretty exciting. This is the pen I've been using quite a bit, except for the ones that are in my pen case. And I will show you my new pen case because it's exciting. It's exciting. But I won't show you what's in it yet because that's what I'm going to show you later. Ah, look at that. So this is my new pen case. I have so much to say about this. For one thing, this artwork came from Atlas Stationers, and they did a brilliant job. You can see that they turned the cloud gate into an ink bottle. One of the buildings here has a nib. You can see Atlas. You can see Rickshaw, because that's who made this wonderful thing. The corn cob buildings, I forget their names. Wilco, is it? Something like that. But Rickshaw, boy, Rickshaw pen cases are pretty great. And not only are they pretty great, but Mark Dwight of Rickshaw is such an awesome guy. And I spent so much time with him at the Atlas event. It was really amazing. Excuse me. It's so fun to have this. This was in my swag bag. I'm going to tell you about my swag bag in a moment. But first, I need to recognize Scotty H. The $9.99 super chat. Thank you. I think I know what you got, and I'm jealous. It's my current grail. Scotty H says that in relation to which fountain pen I traded in the Mont Blanc for. And it's in here, so you will see it soon. Scotty H, thanks for the $9.99. I do appreciate it immensely. Thank you for helping to support the channel. I will reveal this very, very soon. But not yet. Not yet. Remember the end of Gladiator? I'll see you again, but not yet. This was also in my swag bag. A Chicago Post. So, Atlas was so nice. So flew out to Chicago, as you might know, last Tuesday, so a week ago. And there were torrential floods in the Chicago area. My plane was delayed out of Boston's Logan Airport by an hour. And then an hour outside of Chicago, it was doing loops, and they were telling us they were going to send us to Milwaukee, which was not preferable because I wanted to get to Chicago. Well, we did land in Chicago, and then we circled the runway for an hour, and then they finally got a gate. So my 2.5-hour flight was more like a 5-hour flight. But I rolled in. Of course, traffic was dreadful because of the flooding and all that. So we took the Blue Line, and the Blue Line is an adventure. I will say that Chicago is a fantastic city, that the people are so nice. It's striking when you come from New England to the Midwest, how generous and helpful and friendly everyone is, because we New Englanders are a bit standoffish and a bit cold. So that was fantastic. But there were also some folks that, because it's a big city, that are like an element of danger. So did see some characters. A couple of times I had to distract my daughter so she wouldn't see some of the things I've seen, and the Blue Line was one of those things. I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Definitely a Roy Batty moment on the Blue Line. But we made it in, and then it poured on us, and we had a fantastic hotel. And once we checked in, there was a swag bag waiting for me, which was very nice, from Atlas, that pen case, and a few other things, many of which are in here. This was in there too. Also this, which I'll get more into later. But this beautiful Atlas tote bag. You have to have an Atlas Stationers tote bag at least once in your life. It's pretty great. So we have a lot of fun here. Our first night we checked in. Oh, super chat. Thank you. Timely behavior. Hi, this is timely. Thank you so much. How much is this? Australian $2.99. Thank you so much. Purchased a Mont Blanc 149, 14 karat fine nib. Love it. Channel is hot. Thank you. Thank you so much. And congratulations on an excellent pen. I have a story about my Mont Blanc in fine that I will be telling in a couple minutes. So congratulations to you. So we checked in, and then the next morning we got up and we got coffee at Starbucks because it's connected to the hotel. I sometimes on vacation I indulge in a iced chai tea latte with 2 shots of espresso. So that's my preferred girly drink when I am on vacation. And my wife gets matcha, and I was pretty happy. So, by the way, this is where my haul is coming from. It's all coming out of here. So we're going to go through this shortly. So one of the first things we did was we walked over to Atlas Stationers. Mary Madden, $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Mary. Very, very kind of you. I really appreciate it. Thank you very, very, very much. I appreciate it greatly. Thanks for the kind support. Thanks for all the likes, guys. I see the thumbs flying up. You guys are huge support tonight. Thank you. Makes me really happy to be back. It's a lot of energy tonight. I'm feeling good. So that Wednesday, we met Brendan for the first time. He told me about the event that was upcoming, showed me around. When Brendan and I met, it was like a love scene. We like ran into each other's arms, a big man hug. He's tall. He's almost as tall as me. I think I have about an inch on him. He's like 6'1", I'm 6'2", but it was like Dutch and Carl Weathers and the Predator were like manly locked, like, you know, because I love that kid. He's just such a good guy, so it was fantastic to see him. And really neat to see the back room at Atlas, their offices, and where they film, and all of that. I probably took up too much time considering that they were preparing for the event. My boy Lucas Bell says, I'm glad you got your voice back. Thank you, Lucas Bell. So I'm going to tell you a quick story about Lucas Bell. Lucas Bell is a lovely guy. If you ever get a chance to meet him, take it. He's very knowledgeable. He's got a lot of toys. He's the cool kid with all the toys. And he and I hung out almost all week together. So we had a blast. And that's at the show, after the show, drinking, all the good stuff, which I'll tell you more about as the hour progresses. So thank you, Lucas. He's referring to the fact that you know that I often end the show after an hour because I can feel I'm losing my voice. Well, being there at the Atlas event and speaking for a day, this was Thursday, by the time Friday came around, I had no voice at all. I was whispering. It's really good that I did my live on Thursday. I would not have been able to do it on Friday. And today is the first day I can speak again, even though I don't feel 100%, but I feel a lot better. So thank you, Lucas. Lucas is a great guy. Moon Lover says it too. Look at this. There's a lot of Lucas love out there. Yeah, so we saw, then we went to the Art Institute of Chicago, which I was over the moon. I had such a good time there. I had no idea that they had the original Marcus Aurelius bust. I have a poor copy you saw in my 20 Things video. Hopefully you watched that. I made a mistake of sort of stepping on my own toes. My 20 Things video came out, and then I went live at the same time. So I think most people watched my live and might have missed the 20 Things video. So if you get a chance to go back and see the 20 Things, check it out. But the Art Institute of Chicago has the actual bust. And I was in tears seeing it. I was so inspired. I thought it was in Italy somewhere random. I had no idea. And my wife was like, do you want me to leave you alone with Marcus Aurelius? And I had trouble walking away from it. I had this like connection with it. It was pretty amazing. Filter-free photography, $5 says, I'm pretty sure I know what you got at the Mickey Pilot table in the Vermilion finish. I'll be getting the black version at the end of the month. Maybe $5 super chat. Thank you very much for that. Maybe. Only time will tell, my friend. But I can promise you, in a few moments, you will know definitively. Maybe you're right. Maybe not. But I do appreciate the $5. So thank you. So Art Institute of Chicago, brilliant. I mean, American Gothic, picture of Dorian Gray, Nighthawks, Georgia O'Keeffe, a self-portrait of Van Gogh, an incredible still life by Van Gogh. So many works. There was a Waterhouse, I believe. Just really good stuff. Love Georgia O'Keeffe. Plenty of that. Fantastic. One of the best museums I've been to in a long time, because the last museums I was in were in Paris and I felt like I was fighting people. And at the Art Institute of Chicago, you can spend time with things. You can enjoy it. In fact, I was pulling people over to Marcus Aurelius. I'm like, this is Marcus effing Aurelius. You know, like I was so, I still can't believe I got to see it. I was very, very happy. So I need to show you something. I did promise show and tell. So let me show you some stuff. So this is stuff I either got at the show or came while I was away. So the first thing I want to show you is kind of bizarre. But this was purchased for my Mont Blanc Wes Anderson fountain pen video that I had intended to make. And it's a handmade nautical flag. Nautical flag. That I thought would complement the pen. And this is handmade in California for like the back of your Chris Craft or other boat. Does anybody recognize the symbol? Anyone in the chat or in the comments recognize what this flag is and why it would be particular to Wes Anderson? I'll show you a little more detail. It's kind of fun how this is made. It's hand silk screened. These are stitched. I don't think they're hand stitched. They're probably stitched by hand with a machine, but very high quality item. I don't have a boat, by the way. If I did, this would be on there. These grommets are neat because they look like they're aged. Is anybody getting what this is? I don't see anyone guessing correctly yet. Scott Lasky, the other chap I saw quite a bit of in Chicago. Looks like the Starbucks mermaid. It does, rather. It's not, but it does. Very, very good guess. Newport, California. The company's called Slightly Choppy. I really like this stamp. Somebody got it. Remind me to tell Scott Lasky stories too, because he is such a lovely chap. Somebody got Jacques Cousteau. Yes, this is the flag of the Calypso, of Jacques Cousteau's boat, the Calypso. And I'm a big fan of Jacques Cousteau. And I'm also a big fan of Steve Zissou. So I just thought this would be super cool in my B-roll with a Mont Blanc pen. But it was not to be. Not to be. To be or not to be, not to be. But I am sure this will show up in some other B-roll very, very soon. And it's $100, kind of silly thing to buy for $100, but I'm glad I own it. This is the kind of quirky thing I'm into. Similarly, I have this. I didn't show this on my 20 things, but I want my daughter to be very close to her heritage. My daughter being half English, my wife being English, of course. What makes this cool is this isn't just a flag of the UK flag. This is the actual flag. So what I mean by that is this is the ones that are hung on their governmental building. And by the way, if I'm not folding this correctly, forgive me, but I'll have to do it later. I don't know what the flag protocols are for the UK. I know it's very, very sensitive here in the US. We have flag protocols. It seems a little less so in the UK because people put it on a lot more clothes and things. But, I love this. Put this somewhere safe. And I want my daughter to feel close. Had meant to fly it half the year with the Stars and Stripes the other half, but haven't done it. I have a really cool vintage American flag with 48 stars on it that I just got cleaned. So I'm really psyched for that too. Scotty H. Scotty. Hey, how are you? Again, love you. $4.99 super chat. A Life Aquatic. Exactly. One of my favorite movies. So we have flags. Oh boy. Pardon me. Flags everywhere on the bench here. Okay, so let's show something else. This arrived while I was away. This is something I'm very excited about. I will be doing a video on this soon. You recognize that symbol? This pen has a lot of Gravitas. Yes, it does. Gravitas. So this is a Gravitas pen. It's a new release. Can't wait to dig in. This is a monster. And boy, is this cool. It has an incredible nib there. It's got some nice weight to it. It's a vac fill. Psyched to dig into some of the particulars. But the machining on this feels so tight and so interesting. I wonder if that, it feels like that comes off. They're usually really easy to clean. And, no surprise there. Been washed. The Mad Lad. Does it post? I think it does. No clip because he doesn't like them. I wish he did, but I can't convince him. But how about this, huh? Isn't this gorgeous? What do you guys think of this? Scott Lasky likes it. By the way, I spent so much time with Scott Lasky. I love Scott Lasky. He is such an awesome guy. He is so generous, so kind. He was giving me stuff. I kept telling him to stop giving me things, but he doesn't care. He's generous. He's a lovely chap. And we spent hours together, and I'm very, very glad we did. Just absolutely lovely dude. So I haven't filled this yet. I'm dying to dig in. I can't wait. Positives, negatives, you'll know them all, truthfully. And maybe I'll get Ben to defend his pen from whatever I find. But love him. He's transparent. He gave me this. He sent it. Very, very kind of him. I'm dying to dig in. So this is huge. Also, can we get some props for this pen case? Neoprene, tough, pretty cool. So the man knows what he's doing. It also came with this. I'm guessing this is I shouldn't guess what this is. I was guessing this is a user guide, but it looks, I don't know, it's kind of nicer than that, doesn't it? Oh, it's a journal. I'm so silly. I literally thought this was a user guide that came with it, but it's a book. So how great is that? So I can try it out in a Gravitas notebook. This also looks like it would fit in one of my lockpiece. So very cool. That came with it. So we're gonna have a great Gravitas video. There are also some other things he sent. I think they're in here. They were extras, which were really cool. Here's something I want to show you. I picked this up at the museum because I forgot to bring a small notebook. I brought my Bottega Obscura, but I always like to journal in a small notebook when I'm around. So I got this. Just taking some notes. I guess you can draw in this, but I was writing. So very cool. Bought this at the museum, the Art Institute of Chicago, for my adventure there. Timely behavior. $2.99 Australian. Thank you. Got a navy blue Kaweco Sport for EDC pen. Thoughts? My thoughts are it's awesome. I love the Sport. Navy blue sounds classic. I don't have navy blue, but it sounds like a cool color. I hope the fonts are in white. Navy blue and white are beautiful. So well done. And thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I really, really do. Oh, did I miss a super chat? David Pearson saying I may have missed one. Oh, I think I missed one, David. I'm so sorry. Thanks for catching me. David Pearson's my buddy. $5. Thank you. For everyone in commuting range of Houston, Cusido Nibmeister CY will be at Dromgool's Thursday and Saturday and the following Tuesday. Appointment at Dromgool's website. Thank you. Put that also in the comments if you can, David. I appreciate it. I'm sorry I missed it at first, but I'm glad I saw you point it out. I do try to catch every super chat. I feel awful if I miss one. All right, so let's talk a little bit about something I can show you. It's always fun. I'm not going to show the pen yet, but I'm going to show it soon. So this is my pen case. I'm opening it up. I am taking a pen out, and it is the Mont Blanc 149 in fine that I bought in Paris, brand new for $700. Actually, less than that once I got my VAT back. So what happened was I inked this bad boy up. I was writing with it. I was very happy. And then randomly, it started skipping. And it started feeling very dry. And I was not happy. And I didn't understand why. But fortunately, and David actually reminded me of this, there was a Nibmeister at Atlas. There were two, actually. But one of them is Kirk Spear, who has done work for me in the past. I have a beautiful VAC 700R with a smooth cursive italic nib. My wife has the same. We love it. So on Thursday when I arrived, I said, can you help me with this? And this is Pen Realm. Can you help with my brand new Mont Blanc? It's not writing very well for me, and I don't know why. And he said, of course I can. And I also asked him if I could record him doing it because I'm going to tell the whole story in a video. But he had to tune it up. And he said, it's beautiful pen, but it's not finished. He's like, it looks like they never finished the nib. So he finished it for me. Oh, I'm running out of ink. And now it's brilliant. So I can't say enough about Pen Realm, Kirk. He's also awesome. I had drinks with him a couple times. I'm not sure if he actually drinks, though. I know he had some kind of liquid, but I'm just not sure. But regardless, he is so cool. Aren't people from Colorado just so cool? And he really is. He's just easy to talk to. He's very friendly. He's very knowledgeable. And even his like kind of fashion, he's got cool frames. He's got a lot of confidence. He's just a cool guy. So absolutely awesome to see Kirk. Okay. Looks like he'll be in Dallas. Wonderful. Go meet him if you have a chance. So he is so cool to see. Here's another great comment. Good to have a messed up pen by a Nibmeister. It really is, guys, because like, I tried this and I was okay with it when I first tried it. For whatever reason, it was writing great, but then it died. But now it's back. And now someone like me who always feels like everything is broken and wrong, when you have someone like Kirk Spear saying, it's fine now, it's perfect, it gives you sort of, I would say like permission almost to enjoy it. It's a way to sort of relax, like you're okay. It's going to be okay. You can see it's clearly writing flawlessly now. So thank you. Thank you, Kirk. Awesome job. I'm really happy to have a perfect pen back in the fold. Tom Sheehan says, when you pay that much for a fountain pen, it should work out of the box. It should, Tom. And honestly, I'm one of these people, I think at any price you pay for a fountain pen, it should work out of the box. And especially if you're paying more, but any price. It's not forgivable. I personally feel that Mont Blanc's customer service is slipping, and I feel like their QC is slipping. I honestly do. And this is testament, but now it's fine. So now I'm very pleased. But if they keep it up, I might be purchasing all my pens used. Okay. Okay, so these are really cool. These are from Eric Vandenberg's. His wife and he, here, let me make it so you can see it, made these. And he doesn't really have a business, but there's a site, Crafting for Caleb, Caleb. He's saying that he's at the Chicago and the Detroit Pen Show. He was very nice to give me these. And it's Eric Vandenberg. Lovely guy. Spent a lot of time with him. A lot of time with him at the bar. These are sort of like tea towels. Life's too short. Use superb pens. These might make it in B-roll. I really like them. I might also use them. I don't know. Are you supposed to use them? They're decorative. Do they wash? I don't know. My wife will tell me, though. But I quite like them. He did a beautiful job. So look for him if you have an opportunity, because these are brilliant and super fun. And it was very kind of him to give them to me. Dave B. Thank you, Dave. $10 super chat. Thank you. Oh, so nice, Dave. So nice. So it was really great meeting you and your family at the Sidewalk Sale. The sticker Imogen gave me is now displayed on my work notebook, and it's become a bit of a conversation starter. That's awesome. I'm so glad. It was a pleasure meeting you. That's part of the fun. I mean, I think maybe the biggest part is meeting all the great people. And my wife and my daughter were there. They weren't there the whole time, but they were there a lot. So a lot of people got to meet Imogen and my wife, which is pretty great, including Dave B., who's very kind and very sweet to say that. So thank you. I want to talk a little bit about Brendan, like meeting him. He's a very special kid. He's a very generous guy. He's full of so much energy. He's funny. He's generous. Did I say generous? He's warm. He's so friendly, but he's also smart. He's great at connecting. He gets an easy rapport with everyone. He's just a really, really lovely guy. And his dad is solid, another really sweet guy. We were talking a lot of business. His dad retired on Thursday officially. There was a big after party at the top of London House, and that was a blast. And it was just, I was so touched to have my wife and my daughter and be able to be there to support them and to wish a nice chapter for Don in his next chapter as a retired person. Just a fantastic guy. And of course, Mama T, Brenda's mom, a force of nature, just a lovely, lovely lady. So warm, so just funny and energetic and just supportive. She's just the best stories. We were talking about music and concerts together. Just a great, great lady. So she was great. Of course, Brian Schmidt, who is an incredible business person, great focus, very friendly, was doing so much at the show. Just their family is incredible. They were so kind to me and my family. And I'll never forget it. It made such a lasting impression. I feel like on this trip, I made lifelong friends. I really did. And some friends, like it's just amazing when you're a little older, you don't really make those kind of connections easily and often. And I just feel like some of the people I met, I'll always know. Lovely, like Scott Lasky, and then of course got to see Terry, who was awesome. And we spent quite a bit of time together. I think Terry single-handedly bought half of the show, which was pretty amazing. Debbie was there. She had to leave during the Q&A. I saw you slip out. I saw you. I just felt bad I didn't get a chance to say goodbye, but I know you had stuff you had to do. It was great to see her, and of course Lucas Bell and Lexi, who is so cool. I just met her. She's awesome. I forget what the name of her Instagram is, but such a cool person. And Shannon from Esterbrook, awesome, just so cool. Christine from Waterman. It's funny, everyone was saying like, he promotes your pens all the time, and she's like, really? She had no idea who I am. Why would she? But she was great. She represented her brand really well. And David Oscarson was there. He's a cool guy. Frank from Omas and Navalar, lovely chap. Always have a good time talking business with him and latest pens and all that. And then Mark from Visconti, who's really trying to affect some big change. That would be great. Scott Lasky is reminding me of Hazel. I was getting to Hazel. I could not forget Hazel. Hazel was there, Scott. Hazel and I spent a lot of time together. Hazel's lovely, so warm, friendly, engaging. Just, I can't tell you enough. And, forgive me for gushing, but just the loveliest people. Oh, Lucas Bell was going to help me out with Lexi. Thank you. Lexi is lip gloss and lattes. Yep, there you go. Thank you, Lucas. But Lexi is just cool. You know those people that you're just like, she's like the cool girl in school, like tattoos and big smile, very friendly, very easy to talk to, just stellar person. So if I'm forgetting anybody else, please shout them out. Shout them out. So Scott Lasky bought me field notes, which I yelled at him for. But this is who he is. He's lovely. He is such a generous guy. And you guys know that you'll see these in my B-roll very soon. So thank you, my friend. It's nice. I'll think of you each time I film with these. So thank you for that. Super exciting. You know what? We're probably at the point where I'm going to show the pen. I have more stuff, but I want to show the pen. I want to show you. Sorry, pointing's rude, but I'm excited. What did I buy? Because it might not be what you think. I obsessed on which pen to buy. Poor Bill at the pilot table had to have me pick up like these 3 pens. I was obsessing over the Vermilion Namiki, which is beautiful. The Pilot Custom 845 and the Pilot Custom Yurishi. And which one won out? Well, the Namiki Vermilion is beautiful, and I love the styling. I love how it's classic Japanese. But I wasn't a big fan of the nib, I'll be honest. And so Hemingway Jones got the Pilot Custom Yurishi. Look at that. This is more me. I love this number 30 nib. I love that this is ebonite and not brass. The Vermilion's brass with Yurishi. This is ebonite. And it has a bit of the sort of gold bands and things of a more businessy pen. So I'm over the moon about this. Just over the moon. I can't say enough. And, you know, I can't really tell you what I got this for, but Brendan took excellent care of me. Very nice. But I returned a $2,800 pen. At full retail, this is $1,600. So I came out ahead. Absolutely came out ahead. Lucas Bell. Thanks, buddy. $19.99. Appreciate it. To go for a nice kimono for it. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. I need a kimono, or kimono, as my wife says. My wife is an Asian art expert. Thank you, Lucas. Very, very kind of you. I think I will pick one up. And in fact, Lucas, send me a link if you know of one. Does Pilot sell them? But, you know, this is Pilot, not Namiki. Thank you, Lucas. You're awesome. Has that custom style clip. It's a beefy pen. But this number 30 nib is a revelation. By the way, let's write a little and see which ink I have in here. Can anyone guess before I even write which ink I put in here? If you guess a clay to sapphire, you're not right this time. It's one of the times I didn't. Great scribing noise. Very soft nib. If you write hard. I don't really write that hard, so I miss a lot of that, but I do try it a little bit. You can kind of get a little bit of a downstroke if you want, but I don't. But you could get a little bit of line variation with this. So if you haven't guessed already, yes, some of you have, because you're very smart. 8 o'clock, you smart person, you. Oh, yeah, a Musette guessed as well. Well done. So yes, I used Konpeki, which I thought was just perfect. And by the way, this was a bit of a rediscovery for me of Konpeki, because I forgot about all the shading that's in there and how it goes from like a Caribbean blue to a deep azure. Just almost like waves, right? Like there are little bits in the light and some of it is shaded and dark, but it's just such a beautiful blue and perfectly suits this pen. I'm really over the moon with this. I'm having a blast. It's very easy to write with. You have ink for days. It's brilliant. It has a Con 70 converter, which I really like. I like the pump action. This is my first time using it. It's a new thing for me. So I am really excited. I do kind of feel like it shouldn't have that. It should have something a bit more upgraded, to be honest, for $1,600. It should have a glass and metal version of it. But I am not going to... I am not going to take points off right now for that. But I do kind of feel like it should be a little nicer on the converter. Size nib is 30. It's a Pilot size 30. Here we go. So you pump this bad boy. It actually does a brilliant job. I guess that's all you can ask. It also has a blue feed. And more pens should have colored feeds. I just think that different colors are nice for feeds. Beautiful two-tone. It's kind of, if I were going to compare it, and I may compare it, I'm thinking I'm going to do a video, pilot, custom Urushi versus the Pelican M1000. These guys are in the same neighborhood. Certainly the nibs. So I think I might do a video comparing them. But, you know, let me bottom line this. You have to be passionate about your pens, especially if you're spending money. If you're spending $3,000 on a Mont Blanc like I did, you better love it. And I despised that pen. I couldn't get it back to them quickly enough. I've rarely had such a negative visceral reaction to a pen. This is quite the contrary. I adore this pen, and I'm having a blast with it. And I feel like I made the right choice with this versus the Vermilion. This is the right one for me right now. And the 845 is really cool, and if you have smaller hands, I would say go with that. But this is where it's at. I adore it. And this is what I've been carrying lately. I got the Watchman Edson, which I took to Chicago. The Montblan 149, which I took to Chicago. And the custom Urushi, which I bought in Chicago. In this great pen case, which is probably a little big for me, but I don't care. I see Chicago, I think Chicago, I get all gushy and happy. So I am super psyched, super happy. Oh, Laddie, my boy Laddie, I didn't know you were out there. Hi, lad, nice to see you. $25 super chat, thank you. That's very, very kind. Oh, Terry Eggington laid a $19 super chat. Oh, did I miss one? I always do check. I would have seen it. Where is she? Oh, yeah, there she is. Thanks. I do go back and scroll back, so I would have seen it. But thank you, Laddie. This is why you're here, buddy. You keep me straight. So, Terry. Hi, Terry. Terry and I got to meet. What did she say? Love meeting you in person, finally, right? Sincerely. Good times, and we all love Brendan and family time. Absolutely. Thanks for the $19.99 super chat. I really appreciate it. Terry, I'm so glad I got to meet you. You're such an inspiration. And, you know, got to say hello. I'm a hugger a little bit, and it was cool. Absolutely brilliant to see Terry. She's lovely and such a nice, inspiring person. I'll always be in your corner, Terry. Remember that. Okay? All right, I got more stuff. Some of it's exclusives. Hemingway Jones exclusive. Okay, so this was in my swag bag from Atlas. So it's like the Atlas symbol on a whiskey glass. So how great is this? So thank you, Atlas. I'm psyched. Johnny Walker Blue is my drink of choice. So there will be Johnny Walker Blue. I do use ice cubes. I usually use 2. I try to find nice ice cubes. And then I pour maybe this much Johnny Walker Blue, and it's gone by the time it gets too diluted. If it gets too diluted, I'm doing something wrong. I don't drink very much. I probably have maybe 3 or 4 of those each winter. That's kind of my time. But super excited for that. And here's a couple of things that a Jaws loop. This came from Ben Walsh, and it was also in with the pen, Gravitas. And then an EDC knife that he made, which I'm super excited about. You guys know I love EDC stuff. Oh, this is cool. So it's like an X-Acto knife. Oh, and it looks like a Gravitas. Look at this. How does it work? I'm not sure how it works. I might read the directions before I cut my fingers. But look, it has Gravitas on it. It looks super cool. Yeah, this must be the hard side. It has to come out here somehow. I'm sure it's very easy, but I am going to be careful until I read how to use it. But it's very, very cool. and extra blades. This is handy. Thank you. So very cool stuff from Ben Walsh at Gravitas. Very cool guy. So, you know who I haven't spoken about yet? My dear new friend, Brad of Pen Addict, who is such a cool guy. I spent all Thursday and Friday with him at the table, and we were giving out stickers that Brendan made of us, and there was one that was nice and one that was silly. So, and then there were like Atlas stickers. This nice Atlas. That's the same design that's on the pen case. That was the official one to show. And then here's a nice sticker. I'll be putting these in Pen Pal letters. So if you want one of these, sign up for the Pen Pal group and I'll send it. I'll sign it if you like. So these were at the show, but I'm going to put those in Pen Pal letters. And then here's the silly one that he got off my Facebook, because Brendan's a personal friend and he's on my Facebook. And this is this was a Halloween costume. I was a lighthouse keeper. I was really into that movie, The Lighthouse, and I dressed up as it. So I have some of these stickers I will be giving away. So sign up in the membership as Cognoscenti or Illuminati, and you will get at least one of these stickers if you want one. So very nice. Terry says, thanks, lad. Loved hanging out with HJ Crew. We loved hanging out with you. You got to meet my wife as well, which is pretty cool. Okay, one thing left. One thing left, which is good because we're almost at the end. Look at this. So, Bryce of Luxury Brands asked me how familiar I am with platinum. And sadly, not very familiar. So he said, this is for you. How's this open? So he just gave me this, which is very, very nice. I don't have one of these. He thought it was ridiculous that I didn't have one. I kind of think it's ridiculous that I don't have one. So now I have one. Look at that. This is pretty. It's really pretty. So this could be another contender for the a great gold nib pen for under $200. The platinum. I love this. Oh my God, it's metal. I love that when they make some little more metal. This would be nice if it were glass, but that's okay. I'm not gonna, converters are what they are. But this beautiful nib, beautiful pen, very business-like pen in black and gold. I know it comes in other colors, but this is classic. So now I have one. Now I can do a video on it. And this will compete, in my mind, with a Pilot Vanishing Point and a Waterman Karen. So, beautiful pen. Thank you, Bryce of Luxury Brands. I can't wait to get this into my lineup, too. Now, there's also one more pen in the house, which I'm not going to open. It's still closed. It came just before I left. And that is a Conway Stewart fountain pen. Victory Over Europe, which is very, very cool. Oh, and I met Dave, too. That was awesome. He was going to give me a tour of NBC, but I didn't have time. But we had a blast, too, at the show. I put up a picture on Instagram. Lovely chap. And he also gave me this, which I'll show you. This awesome guitar pick. He has his own guitar picks. What a legend. What a legend. So I'll be playing some Jimmy Page with this later. Lovely to meet you, my friend David. Great guy. Okay, so a couple other things. Commonwealth Pen Show's coming up mid-September. Don't miss that. Also, the Empire Pen Show is Columbus Day weekend in Midtown Manhattan. I'm going to be there. So don't miss that. I have a room at the hotel, the Midtown Hilton. And I'm going there for a couple reasons. One, I want to meet some lovely people, and hopefully some people from the Atlas Sidewalk Sale might be there. That would be fun. And secondly, I want to show my daughter Starry Night at MoMA, which is like a block away. And we haven't had a chance because when we went last time, it was closed. So, or at least Starry Night was not on display. So I will be there. So you have two events that you can see me if you like. Living the Analog Life says, the only platinum I have is the Preppy. The only one I had was the Preppy and the, was it Harakiri Matsu? I forget the name of it. The Tiger one. So now I have another one, which I'm super psyched to have and to dig into. So it should be fun. Herbert Schultz, sorry I missed you at the sidewalk sale. It was crazy busy. I'm sorry I missed you. I would have looked for you. I didn't know I needed to look for you. But next time. So a lot of good stuff, guys. A lot of great stories, great friendships, and everything else. So we have a new video this Thursday on literally writing like Ernest Hemingway. Grab a pen, grab some paper, and write along with me. I think you'll enjoy it. It'll be an absolute blast. I'm really excited. I really love this video. I'm really proud of it. So I think the handwriting series is getting better and better. There's a fun one coming and a whole bunch of pen videos soon because I have to start working through this stuff. So very exciting stuff. Okay. So please subscribe if you've reached this point. Consider becoming a member if you would. I'd love to have you behind the scenes. And if you join the Pen Pal group, you can have some silly stickers of me. I'm going to get some other stickers too soon. Stickers are fun. I like stickers. Stamps too. Lots of fun stuff. Anyway, so thanks so much, guys. Thanks for watching, for sharing this time with me. My voice held out. This was fantastic. I told most of the stories. I think I'll have to finish them off next time. I want to tell you, like Brad the Pen Addict, lovely guy. I feel like he and I are friends for life. I'm going to have him on to be interviewed soon. That'll be fun if you're a Pen Addict fan. He's just such a great guy. Also, we had some drinks. I should tell you about that sometime. I do want to recognize Laura with a $5 super chat. Thank you. I love the handwriting series. Thank you, Laura. I love making them. So I really hope you guys watch them. I feel like they're getting better and better. So that's all I can do is keep trying to improve. So thank you all so much. Oh, geez, one thing huge, and I'm almost gone, but I'm going to tell you this real quick. Friday night, right after the Atlas Stationers Pen Show, I'm at the bar, we're drinking, and I hit 30,000 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you. Thank you so much. Means the world to me. I will strive to earn your viewing and your subscribing every video. I'm just trying to keep you inspired and entertained. So thank you for 30,000 in 4 years. This is my 4th anniversary on YouTube. 4 years, 30,000. That's awesome. I am moved and I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you all. And thank you all for watching. Take care. I promise you we will see each other again further up the road. So take care.